All right, so here we have. God, I don't know why these people don't know when to shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, how many times are y'all going to keep coming back and acting like this behavior is just going to go under the radar? I'm roasting you people because I'm tired of this. And I want people to see this is what I personally have to deal with. I normally would say this is what the people in the autism community have to deal with. No. This is what the community does to their fellow members. I guess modern. So let me just highlight the context. I highlighted a comment that encapsulates the problem with modern friend culture. Learn to be, and this guy clearly didn't watch it. With an attitude like that, I wouldn't want to text you. Well, good riddance. No one cares what you think because you're not a good person. I don't want to associate with some unempathetic, toxic person like you. You remind me of an ex-colleague who laughed when an old lady fell down and hurt herself. Like, that's not funny. That's horrible. Nobody owes you their time or attention. Actually, if they're a friend, though, there's this thing called common courtesy where you respond to people's messages and you reach out from time to time. Just going to point that out. Learn to start being grateful for what you do. What do I have? What the hell do I have from a lot of these people that I'm roasting? Like, if people who, when you combine it, maybe they reach out once a year, like 10 to 20 people, you combine them, they reach out once a year, and they maybe reply half the time. Give me a break. That is not enough, okay? That, especially when I'm asking questions, they do this too. So, be grateful for what I have. That's like telling someone who's being imprisoned, well, be grateful you're not being assaulted in prison. Well, yeah, great. I'm still in prison, jerk. Yes, modern friends can't live without getting a text message. No, I do prefer to get one more than once every freaking year, though, from these so-called friends. No, it's not bare minimum common courtesy. Actually, yes, it is, especially if you reach out first. Survey says, text messages are a BS way of communicating. Well, that's just an opinionated response, isn't it? I know my video is too, but if you're criticizing me for having an opinion you don't like, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Yeah, it's probably because you say shit like your dick, dack, patty, whack off, give the dog a bone, so to speak. I don't even think he quoted that right. I think it said dick, dack, patty, whack. To actual human beings, I don't even know if you people are human. You're subhuman monsters. You're sociopaths that do not deserve to be considered equal to normal human beings. If this is the type of stuff that you do in your spare time, I refuse to believe that there's not something wrong with you, that you're not some subspecies of like goblin that infiltrated human beings and made them this awful, because that's not how people are supposed to behave. To their credit, some people actually did back me up. You're proving his point. You're a ditzy Joe. More like you're a ditzy hoe. So true, King. The only difference is my friends respond to me when I reach out. Later days, fellas. What friends? I doubt you have friends. I mean, shit, I'd love for people to see this is what he does in his spare time. I guarantee most people who have any conscience would dump him on the spot. They only are friends with you because they don't know who you are. And clearly you're not satisfied with your friendship if you feel like this type of behavior is acceptable. Lomi, you're just completely proving his points by saying my friends reach out. Thank you. So obviously you agree that good friends reach out and text each other and they don't ignore each other and text only once a month. Or especially only once a month. Heck, for a lot of them, that's being generous. Try once a year, once a decade. Jesus Christ. And they don't even reply to messages. So you believe friends that should try to talk and reach out, or do you think he's unreasonable for expecting that? If your friends all collectively stop reaching out to you, would that change your mind? Probably not, because he's not very smart. He's a stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard, as Gene Wilder would say. Right, so let me try to explain a really simple concept by human interaction with you. Well, I don't think some 4chan spurg who thinks talking like this to other people is acceptable is honestly anyone to take advice from. May as well go to someone named Dr. Quack or Medic from TF2 who lost his medical license and unironically try to get medical advice from the guy. And something repeatedly happens in human communities, friend groups you join. such as them not responding to you ever, and this happens with the consistency this guy is talking about, then you might need to look inward as opposed to saying it's everyone else's fault. Well, here's the thing. If they have a problem with me, how come no one ever says anything? Or maybe they could be a little bit less judgmental, too. Or maybe they just suck. Maybe people just suck, okay? Did you ever consider that possibility that the communication issue in this generation is awful and it needs to be addressed? There's a male loneliness epidemic out there. There really is. And this is part of it. It's not just, I know a lot of blame goes to modern women. Yeah, I think modern women in the U.S. have a very serious pickiness problem that I'm not going to get into because, let's be real, I could make a whole video on that. I don't think all women are like that, but I think a lot of them, at least on online dating, maybe not in real life, are like that. But this is part of it too. So-called friends that neglect you and leave you unread, don't treat you like you matter. Do better, people. And I'm trying to say this needs to change, and y'all are just attacking me and trying to crucify me in the comments. It's pathetic, like you. It's a pretty immature outlook to assume there's no fault at all with your behavior when something repeatedly happens to you. The world is not in disarray. You are. Well, have you seen who got elected? I think that the world is in pretty much disarray. Climate change. So you're factually incorrect and stupid, but we already knew that. And again, maybe with the autism community, I get comments like this. I interact with people who behave this way. Do you think that maybe the community just sucks if there's a lot of people like this in there? I think a lot of people have given up on, I mean, it's kind of like so toxic that I think a lot of people who aren't toxic either become poisoned or they just give up on it. I'm at the point where I've given up. I've said enough. And that's part of the reason why I fuck the autism community. I mean, I went from being an advocate to being not wanting to help, but not really hating them completely, to just saying fuck them. They are evil. This is evil behavior, what this guy is doing. This is evil behavior, what everyone's doing on these videos. Nobody asked for your fucking opinion on my channel. This is my channel. Go make your own if you have a problem with it. I don't come into your house and start insulting you, so who the hell do you think you are to come in my corner of the internet and think you can talk to me like this? This is what happens when people do this to me. I want people to understand this is what I've had to deal with in my everyday life. I try writing on film fiction, same treatment. I try anything, and it's just the same awful treatment. Nobody gives a shit. And that's why I'm honestly done helping the autism community. I know there's problems that need to be addressed, but y'all don't deserve my help. I'm going to go and maybe help people who do deserve it. Like, I don't know. Maybe kids who are being abused by their parents and don't have anyone to help them. Maybe I'll help those people. Maybe I'll help homeless people. I don't know. I don't know who I'll help, but it certainly won't be you. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve the amount of time and effort it would take to help you because you're a bunch of toxic, narcissistic ingrates who have no regard for other people's feelings, emotions, anyone but yourself. You do not deserve my help. You do not deserve anyone's help. And quite frankly, I don't even know if I'm going to continue uploading on this channel at this point. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I upload that gets the most views is like, I don't know, Ernie the cat, Bert the cat. The cute cat videos can just go on any channel, and I'm not even going to be able to upload them as much anymore because I'm moving away from those cats, and I don't get to take them with me, so what content can I make? Nature stuff, there's not enough to really fill up a channel with that alone, and again, I probably could just go to my other channel that's actually monetized. Why should I even continue on this channel? This is the type of treatment that I get from failed abortions like you when I was trying to help. Emphasis on was. Is this how you treat people that help you? No wonder no one likes people with autism. No wonder mainstream society doesn't accept us. If this is the type of behavior that we exhibit to our fellow members, no less, when they are hurting, you don't deserve to be accepted.